Hey, what's going on, everybody? I can't believe this is the final Power Rangers Zeo review, and in this video, we will be breaking down episode 50, Good as Gold. Let's get into it. Hit that intro, Rangers.
You are watching the Fan Club.
You're watching the Fan Club.
And you're watching the Fan Club. Do you know what time it is?
And you know what time it is.
It's time for the Fan Club. Let's go. Hey!
I can't do this on my own, cause you know things ain't always sweet when you out here in these streets. But my morpher when it morph, I made a fake one.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fan Club. It is your boy, Dan Brosnan, in the building. Thank you so much for tuning in here. I can't believe we are all the way here at Power Rangers Zeo, episode 50, Good as Gold. The Zeo series finale, then we get into the Turbo movie, then Power Rangers Turbo, the season. Holy smokes, man. Seems like yesterday we started Mighty Morphin episode 1, Day of the Dumpster, and here we are closing out Zeo. So shout out all the fans that have been on this journey with us. Let's get into this video. The 50th and final episode of Power Rangers Zeo, Good as Gold, finds Jason the Gold Ranger struggling with the fading powers that threaten his life. Weakened and unable to contact his team, he's on the run from Cogs in the woods, becoming a target from both Rita and Zed, as well as the Machine Empire who desire his powers. At the youth center, the other Rangers become increasingly worried about Jason's absence. Their suspicions confirmed when they discover the Gold Ranger powers are waning. Meanwhile, Bulk and Skull receive a cryptic message that leads them to an unexpected encounter with a French government agent. Back in the woods, the battle for Jason's powers takes a chaotic turn when Mondo and Zed's crew both arrive, and their rivalry overshadowing their interest in the Gold Ranger. Jason uses the opportunity to escape, but he's ultimately too weak and collapses at the youth center. There was a pretty cool fight between the Cogs and the Tanga Warriors. It was fire. Totally forgot about it. It was fun to kind of watch that again. The Rangers discover the dire situation. Jason's life energy is draining with the fading Gold Ranger powers. Zordon calls upon the Trays who arrive on Earth, hoping to restore the powers before Jason succumbs. The solution involves a risky unification beam, requiring a complex process that draws the attention of Mondo and the Cogs. In the desert, the Rangers, Jason, and the Trays race against time to complete the process, facing a relentless assault from Mondo's forces. With Jason barely able to stand, Rocky arrives just in time, providing a crucial distraction. Finally, the beam is activated, successfully unifying the Trays and restoring Jason to health. Trey in power joins the battle alongside the Rangers, growing to Megazord size to face a giant Mondo. The Rangers and Mondo clash, culminating in the Rangers' victory and Mondo's defeat. Meanwhile, Rita and Zed, observing the fight from afar, are secretly orchestrating a plan of their own. Back on the moon, Zed's plans unfold. A bomb disguised as a farewell gift explodes, annihilating the royal family of the Machine Empire, revealing his true intentions, proclaims their triumphant return. As the dust settles, Jason comes to terms with his loss of powers, finding solace in Tommy's friendship. Meanwhile, Bulk and Skull, lured by the promise of adventure, leave their jobs at the detective agency, leaving their fate uncertain. Good as Gold ends with a bittersweet conclusion. The Rangers have saved Earth, but at a cost. The Gold Ranger powers are gone, and the Machine Empire is in shambles. As the evil space aliens move forward with their own sinister plans, the future of Angel Grove remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: the Power Rangers will always be ready to defend the Earth. This was a wild episode, and it really did not feel like a finale. I wish that they could have added some more characters, some more Zords, something, because even though this was an awesome episode, I feel like the finale should have had more meat on the bone. And maybe that is just me, but hey, I liked it. You saw the Trays come back. You saw Jason fighting the fight all on his own, taking on the Cogs, and that scene where he stumbles on into the youth center all beat up That was iconic. I'm not going to lie. There were some really cool parts to this episode. I did love the part where the Rangers turned into like Megazord size and took on the Machine King. That was freaking fire. Yo, and these Rangers somehow just keep on taking out the Machine King. Yo, what is going on? Like, by the end of this season, the Zeo powers are stronger. You guys get that vibe? Just me? What are your thoughts? Let's get into some notes from Ranger Wiki. This was the intended season finale, but in both air date and chronologically, the season finale was the Christmas special, A Season to Remember, which took place in the future and reflects on an incident set earlier in the season. This episode marked Jason's final appearance as the Gold Zeo Ranger. This is the final appearance of the original Power Chamber. In Turbo, a Power Rangers movie, it got a complete redesign which carries into the series. This episode marks the only time in the series where the entire Ranger team grows giant to fight the main villain. First instance of giant foot soldiers, a concept that wouldn't be revisited until Power Rangers Samurai with the Moogers. This is the final appearance of Detective Stone's The Private Eyes Have It Detective Agency. The reason for Bulk and Skull's way of exiting the season is because originally Power Rangers Zeo was supposed to be the last in the franchise in which they appeared due to their actors preparing for their spin-off show. Their whole secret mission in France plot got dropped entirely when their spin-off show was rejected, and they returned for the following 2 seasons. This episode marks the final appearance of Rito Revolto. His costume fell apart soon after filming, and as a result, the character was dropped. Brad Hawkins again voices Trey's morphed form as the Gold Ranger after he reacquires the Gold Ranger powers. This is the final speaking role of Ernie, as his departure in Turbo Shadow Rangers is off screen. He left the show due to Richard Grinnell's poor health, with his role being replaced by Stone. Although Emily would be absent from this episode, she would make her final appearance in Turbo's Glyph Hangar. Also, this is the final appearance of King Mondo, Queen Machina, Prince Sprocket, Clank and Orbis, Cogs, and the Machine Empire until they return in From Out of Nowhere and Countdown to Destruction. This is the final appearance of Jason as a series regular and the Gold Zeo Ranger, although he sticks around long enough to participate in Turbo a Power Rangers movie. He isn't seen again till after that, until Power Rangers Wild Force Forever Red and Beast Morphers Grid Connection as the Mighty Morphin Red Ranger once more. This episode marks the first and only time Jason has an encounter with Rita and Zed's Tangas. It would be Jason's first face-to-face matchup with Rita since Mighty Morphin's White Light Part 2. It would also be his first face-to-face encounter with Zed since Green No More Part 1. Despite retaking the moon at the conclusion of the episode, Lord Zed, Rita, Goldar, Finster, and Rito do not make any appearances at all in the following season and are reduced to small guest roles in Turbo, a Power Rangers movie, and episodes of In Space. Rocky does not appear unmorphed in this episode, and this is the final time Rocky fights morphed until Super Mega Force's legendary battle and Super Ninja Steel's Dimensions in Danger. This is the final unmorphed appearance of Trey of Triphoria. He appears morphed in Countdown to Destruction and the Legendary Battle. This is also the last time Billy is mentioned until Dino Thunder's Legacy of Power. This is the final time Rocky appears as a series regular, as he departed the team due to his injuries and is replaced by Justin Stewart. After the bomb explosion, Sprocket and Mondo lose their heads just like their Sentai counterparts. In Sprocket's case, the way his head is dismantled is identical to the counterpart, only changing the situation of how he loses it. The final scene shows that Tommy and Kat are still a couple as they are shown holding hands. Also, Rita said she always thought Jason looked better in red, referencing his time as Mighty Morphin Red. Last note, this is the last episode to not have a cold open until Lionheart of Power Rangers Wild Force. Very interesting. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. I really did appreciate this episode. I just wish it was split up into 2 and they could have added a little bit more craziness, because when you look at the Turbo movie, they don't do a good job of explaining what in the hell happened to the ZO powers. We know that Kat uses the ZO powers real quick and then they get stopped because she pops into the ocean or the lake or whatever. But that's about it. They talk about the ZO powers. Now they're moving into Turbo, but there's no talk about it. We don't really get an explanation on if the powers were destroyed or not, and I don't think they were. I mean, Divatox never destroyed them. And Zordon said in the beginning of this season that these powers are going to continue to grow and get more powerful. So I'm just thinking, is there a chance that these powers are still somewhere at the peak? Like if someone uses them, they'll be the strongest set of Rangers. It's interesting. But what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Shout out all the fans out there that take the time out of their day to watch this content. You are the real MVPs and the reason why we can continue to make stuff like this. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Peace. I want to give a special shout out to the Gold Ranger members, Salima Ramirez, Stephen Heffelman, Thomas Franco, Anime King Nick, Lewis Cairns, and Roderick Hare. Thank you guys so much for your support, and if you want a video shout out like this one, sign up to be a Gold Ranger member today. Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, hit that share button, and if you can, please sign up to be a member today. We have 3 membership power-ups. We have the Gold Ranger power-up, the most popular. You get into our exclusive fan club chat group. We have fan exclusive videos that we are adding monthly now, and you get a video shout out. Yes, folks, at the end of our videos, I will shout out your name. We also have the Quantum Ranger power up where you get monthly meetings online with me. Yes, folks, we will talk once a month on Zoom and you can give me your ideas for future episodes. And then we have a professional package, the Dr. K power up, that is for businesses that want to tap into the platform. If you guys can, please sign up to be a member today. It is highly appreciated and it helps us keep these videos going. Thank you so much for watching and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Hi, we're Bulk and Skull. We have been requested by the fan club to say something funny.